A little Old Lang Syne to start off this January 2nd. Happy New Year for those who didn't watch the weather forecast yesterday, and who could blame you? I'm sure a lot of people were out and about celebrating and recovering yesterday. This is First Alert Chief Meteorologist Steve Beylon live in the First Alert Weather Center. It is a cold start to our Friday morning, a bit frigid out there, but at least we've got some sunshine. That is a nice development, isn't it? All right, let's get you out to a live view from our Appleton Sky Cam. Blue skies. Temperature is 7, wind chill 9 degrees below zero. Brisk west winds continue to pump in this Arctic air mass. Right now out of the west at 12 miles an hour. So yeah, that wind chill, it's biting at 9 degrees below zero. So 7 in Appleton, same thing with Sturgeon Bay and Fond du Lac. We're at 4 in Green Bay. The wind chill is 3 below in Rhinelander, and that's where the wind chills this morning have been in the teens below zero. You see, with this west wind blowing in around 5 to 15 miles an hour, our wind chills are, not quite, but approaching minus 20 in north central Wisconsin. Not quite as harsh in the Fox Valley and towards the lakeshore, but not far from minus 10. So it is definitely a brisk and nippy start to today, and temperatures to start off 2026 have been running well below average for this time of year. Today we'll see a high of 14 degrees, cold, brisk. Wind chills will probably stay below zero up through about 1 o'clock this afternoon, and then later in the afternoon and into this evening, our wind chills will probably be on either side of zero. But with high pressure building in, we will see lots of bright sunshine. And then as we go towards tonight, clouds increase. And that's because of our next weather maker. And I'm kind of cheating because there's actually 2 weather makers that we're tracking. The first one isn't too big of a deal. Tomorrow we'll get some passing snow showers, and only a dusting of snow is expected. The second bout of snow, that one you need to pay attention to. Sunday night, most of you will pick up about 2 to 5 inches of fluffy accumulation. And Sunday night into early Monday is now a first alert weather day. That's when our severe weather outlook climbs into the moderate category. And notice Tuesday is in the low category. There could be some icy spots across northeast Wisconsin. All right, so right now we've got high pressure building into the state. That's giving us some quiet weather. Back to the west, clouds, snow showers, low pressure in the Rockies is going to glide across the Great Lakes tomorrow. It's another one of those Alberta Clipper disturbances. Meanwhile, a big upper-level trough of low pressure is swirling off the Pacific coast. Can you see that kind of corkscrew action with the clouds west of California? This area of low pressure has been pumping in some tremendous rain, some flooding. They need a break from the rain out there in California. But a little piece of energy wrapping around that trough of low pressure is going to move on shore, track across the Rockies, and into the Great Lakes early next week. And that's where we're going to get our accumulating snow. So after a sunny day today, First Alert Pinpoint Predictor has clouds coming in this evening. Probably dry up until about sunrise, and then Saturday morning, some scattered snow showers. Snow showers will be more likely Saturday morning, possible in the afternoon, but I would say less likely. And then we'll see broken cloud cover going into Saturday night. And if all goes well, we'll have some sunshine Sunday morning before round 2 approaches. That'll cause the clouds to come back Sunday afternoon. Now, here we go. 5 o'clock, very late Sunday afternoon, you see the snow pushing in towards central Wisconsin. So the white is snow. The pink, that's probably going to be some freezing drizzle or very light freezing rain. And I wouldn't be shocked if some of that freezing drizzle makes its way into the Fox Valley later Sunday night. But the lion's share of our precipitation is going to be moderate snow arriving into Green Bay, Fox Cities, 7, 8 o'clock Sunday evening. The snow comes through during the evening and through the early pre-dawn hours. By the time we get into the Monday morning commute, the snow is gone, but it's going to be slippery and it's going to be slow as parents try to get back to work and kids try to go back to school after being off on winter break. And, you know, Monday morning, a lot of families are going to want to get back into that routine. Kids go to school, parents go to work, everything, you know, cooking along at a good pace. Well, the snow is not going to help very much. It's going to be an issue. And so parents, wouldn't be a bad idea to plan ahead. Give yourself some extra time. Maybe do some tasks that you have to get done a little earlier. That way your Monday morning is easier to get out the door, so you have to deal with that slower drive into dropping the kids off at the school and getting yourself off to work. So this is Predictor's snowfall forecast, and you can see the bulk of the area gets 2 to 5 inches, maybe a little bit more towards the upper Michigan border, maybe a little bit less, especially southwest of the Fox cities, but 2 to 5 is kind of where our goalposts are. That 2 to 5 inch range could go down or it could go up, depending on the latest data we get in the First Alert Weather Center, but this is how it looks right now. Again, subject to change. So the totals are a little bit lower south and west where some freezing drizzle could mix in, and the totals are a little bit higher to the north and east where it probably will be all fluffy snow. So that's something to keep in mind as the storm system comes in to wrap up the weekend. So there's your First Alert Super 7-day forecast. 14 today with sub-zero wind chills, some bright sunshine. Highs this weekend not too far from 20. Tomorrow, cloudy with flurries or light snow showers, only a dusting. Sunday, sun, then clouds, and then snow at night as we go into that First Alert weather day. And again, a little bit icy drizzle is possible. And then if you're looking at next week, it looks like it's going to be pretty mild. Our highs will be at and above the freezing mark next week, so a lot of highs in the 30s. Keep an eye on Tuesday morning as well. I didn't issue a First Alert weather day. It's not inconceivable, however. We will probably have some icy drizzle Tuesday morning that may cause some slick conditions. Confidence in that is moderate at this point, so we'll keep tabs on that. We may have to issue a First Alert weather day for Tuesday. I'm hesitant to do so right now because the precipitation will be very light, but as we all know, even light freezing rain or freezing drizzle can cause a glaze on untreated streets and pavement like parking lots and sidewalks and driveways. And so Tuesday morning is also something that bears some watching as well. Now, before I forget, let me give you a little nuggets of knowledge from our First Alert Super 7-day forecast. This evening, head over to the Crest Center. Basketball. UWGB women's team taking on Cleveland State at the 6 p.m. tip-off. Temperature of 9. Wind chill about 3 degrees below zero. Now, if you're going to go see the men's game on Monday, the men, Phoenix men taking on, not that game. That game. I had to click the clicker. UW Milwaukee, that's the Panthers versus the Phoenix. This is like, what do they call it? The Battle of I-43? I think they call it that. Anyway, 6 o'clock Monday evening, about 30 degrees. That's quite a bit milder than the 9 going into this evening's game to see the UWGB women's team. So the men's game, if you're heading into the Crest Center or heading out after the game, it will not be as cold, about 30 degrees, wind chill 25. So cold today. The weekend's kind of a transition period with some bouts of snow early and then again late. And then next week is a milder streak of weather, highs in the 30s. And we'll have to watch out for more rainy weather developing, which could lead to some icy conditions Tuesday morning. And then we could have some showers as we go into Thursday evening and Thursday nights. So there you have it. There's your First Alert forecast. As you go into the weekend, make sure you keep an eye on those forecast updates, because as we get new snowfall projections in the First Alert Weather Center, we may have to tweak that forecast, and we'll do it right away on the app. That's the most immediate way of getting our forecast updates. And if you haven't scanned the QR code on the left side of your screen, please do so to download our free WBAY First Alert Weather app. It has you covered through the winter season, whether it's bright sunshine or a blizzard. Look at those kids there. They're having so much fun. If you've got kids, I hope your kids had fun during winter break. But that time is getting close to wrapping up, and as the kids go back to school Monday morning, we're probably going to have some messy weather. Coming up on Action 2 News, mid-morning, Aisha Morales. She had some time off for New Year's yesterday. She's back at it. She's getting ready for our mid-morning show that starts just under 15 minutes. And we will get you in the know what's going on this Friday morning and kind of get you prepared for the weekend as well. All right. What do you say we wrap things up with a sky camera shot? Let me pick one. Let's do Green Bay. Take a live look out towards the Mason Street Bridge, over towards Lambeau Field. Packers will not be playing there this weekend. They'll be out in Minnesota taking on the Vikings. Probably not having all their starters play as they try to lick their wounds and rest up for playoff action the following weekend. Sounds like we're playing either the Bears or the Eagles, depending on how things go this weekend. But regardless, go Pack Go. Hope you have a fabulous Friday, an even better weekend, and we'll catch you Monday morning. And make sure you're watching Monday morning as we cover the snow and the slippery travel. So take it easy. See you later.